Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on the show to talk about the Los Angeles Rams beat the Chicago Bears 20-17 in the NFL Divisional round to move on to the NFC Championship. Excuse me, to play the Seattle Seahawks. That's going to be a hell of an NFC Championship game. But yeah, man, disappointing end for the Bears season. All the miracles they've been able to pull off this year. They had one more in them in the fourth quarter. Caleb Williams from like 40 yards back. Pressure right in his face. Just throws a freaking prayer. Cole Kmet somehow catches it wide open. I don't know what the hell Kobe Durant was doing. But the Bears pull off another freaking miracle. I mean, I don't want to say it's like lucky and all that. But Caleb Williams has done this multiple times this year. At this point, it's not just luck. It's just him being able to make those plays. But it's just Caleb Williams. Like I've never seen a quarterback do that as much as he does. Besides maybe like Patrick Mahomes. It just the Caleb Williams like quandary is the sacrifices the governor to make those electrifying plays. But as it almost always does with these types of QBs, it comes down to the down and distance risk reward management. Third, fourth down, fine earlier in the game. Get your head into the game. Like, get your head in the game. Because feels like he always does this in the fourth quarter this year. He just needs to become more consistent through the first three quarters. He can be a hell of a quarterback. Because fourth quarter, he seems to get going. Like, even the drive didn't score. They drove down the field. But he just needs to get more consistent through the first three quarters. But it's a disappointing loss. But that's probably one of the best Bears seasons and last couple, because going to the year you hoped for a winning year, some reassurance about the QB and continue building. Ben Johnson, you can second guess he will be for not taking taking the points. A few of those, could come crucial. But that was a pretty good game. The fourth quarter where it got interesting. First three quarters I thought were kind of relatively boring, but it was good defense though, and for sure. But you gotta give it to Stafford in LA. There are some of the toughest damn compares in this league. Even Stafford didn't really have a great night for the most part, because the Bears defense, I've been saying they were bad, but their defense played good tonight. Like, if credit to both defenses, played super well. Coming to this game, I thought it'd be high scoring because both these defenses haven't been playing well, but they both played pretty well tonight. But the Rams have won now 10 playoff games in 9 years under Sean McVay. That's the same number they'd won in the previous 37 seasons since 1979 before his arrival. But that was what a ride by the Bears this year. That was fun. They've got their coach and QB going forward. But as for the Rams, one more thing, just short of a championship, the NFC Championship, this was as fun as an entertaining Bears season as they've had, it feels like, in a while. I think Ben Johnson made the right decision not to go for two, even if they ended up losing. The Rams had 18 seconds and 2 timeouts left. If you score, they become hyper-aggressive and get into field goal range where they could possibly try and win the game. But credit to the defensive guys like Jaquan Brisker, Dominic Robinson, Caleb Williams, and at the end of that fourth quarter tie the game, throwing a prayer. But I felt like they needed more from all the pass catchers. I felt they didn't get as much from the pass catchers, honestly. Luther Burden really didn't do much. Dunze, he had a 27-yard catch. The O-line and the run blocking, Kyle Mononga really didn't do much tonight. DeAndre Swift was alright. But for Caleb, the 3 interceptions. I don't know if the last one, he threw Cam Curl, credit him for jumping the route. He jumped the route. Chris Collinsworth seemed dead set on the A&T being DJ Moore's fault. I'm not sure, man. I just don't think the ball. There might have been a miscommunication in the huddle, maybe. Maybe he didn't know the ball was coming to him. Don't know. It's still on Caleb Williams to me, though. I don't know if that's DJ Moore's fault. But Ben Johnson and Caleb was definitely in their first season together. Won the North, got a 2 seed, their first playoff win since 2010. Beat the Packers twice. They definitely have a bright future, but I don't know if they just take those points early in the game on that, what was it, first possession, you need to go for it, man. Like, I know in this league you want to be aggressive, but at times you gotta take your points. But the other few times they went for them fourth down, they had to. Like that 4th and goal, they didn't get there with like 3 minutes left, and the one on 4th and 4. Like, you got to go for those 4th downs, but I feel like y'all just kick that field goal early. And the 3rd and 1 halfback dives, I feel like weren't working. But that inside the 5, there's a run up the middle, run out right, dog shit design throw, and turnover on downs. Look, trying to pound the rock inside the 5 isn't a crime if you have the players to do it. But when you've seen tons of drives tonight end like that, you got to do something else. But Ben Johnson still had a good season overall. For sure. Definitely had a good season overall. There's times where you got to think about the 3 points. But I'm just glad this game finally picked up an entertainment in the 4th quarter and overtime. But yeah, the Rams are headed to the NFC Championship game for the 12th time. They've won their last 4 appearances in a row. But wow. How about the final 4 quarterbacks? Darnold, Stafford, May, and fucking Stidham. Yeah, Caleb Williams definitely had good throws in this game, but just the interceptions, man, were bad. They were bad for sure. But that touchdown throw by Caleb was incredible. Such a great pass, man. He had a fun and promising season. But now let's get to the Rams. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not surprised they've got to the NFC Championship. It's going to be tough, though, to beat Seattle. Because I think Seattle might win that, but the Rams' defense I talked about hadn't been playing well. Their secondary ain't really been playing well. Like, the problem hasn't really been their front 7. It's been the secondary. I was really impressed with their defense tonight. With Sean McVay's defense only holding the Bears to 10 points. Until that Hail Mary throw by Caleb Williams. By Caleb Williams. But what a play by Cam Curl to break that route, get the interception. And then there was a third and 6. Puka, they get the ball to Puka. Pretty much sets him into field goal range right there. Tried to throw it twice to the end zone, but didn't work. But man, just throw the game after that touchdown. That's the Caleb Williams experience, man. Feels like he gets his 2 interceptions out of the way, and then he just freaking has a heave. Unfortunately, didn't end that way. So I guess he only performs when it's a 7-point game in the final minute. But yeah, Stafford didn't have a great night. But honestly, doesn't really matter since they've advanced to the conference championship game. Super impressed with their defense. I'm pretty sure they ran the ball well with Kyron Williams. When they actually ran the ball, they were running it a bit. They didn't run like consistently, but he had 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. The only 2 touchdowns in this game, offensively for the Rams, were by Kyron Williams. Kobe Durant, he had that bad play on the Hail Mary, but he did have 2 interceptions in this game, and Cam Curl had the big interception. And they got the ball, and Harrison Mavis, thicker the kicker bucket, whatever the fuck they call him, just barely went in. If that was another like 2 or 3 yards, that might have missed. So it was close, but Harrison Mavis, the rookie, wins it. and sends Los Angeles to the conference championship. But yeah, through the first 3 quarters, it was kind of boring. Like, it was great defense. When I say it's boring, like, it's boring for me, but it's great defense. There's great defense. But in the 4th quarter, the intensity picked up. The Rams scored a touchdown there. Chicago drives down. They can't score in 4th and goal, but then they get the stop, and then Caleb Williams throws a Hail Mary. Then Chicago gets the ball in overtime. You're thinking, oh, they're going to drive down. The Rams get the ball first. They get stopped. The Bears are like, oh, yeah, they're going to go down here and get the field goal. Then you get like one more first down. Then Caleb gets picked off, and then the Rams pick up a huge 3rd and 6. They get the field goal for the win. But yeah, I mean, Stafford definitely needs to play better next week. McVay needs to have a better game plan offensively. Stafford needs to play better, for sure. But great pickup with Mavis and getting rid of Cardi. Playboy Cardi, where the hell his name is. But yeah, it was a fun game there at the end. Let's go over the stat sheet. The Rams, they improved to 14-5. They scored 20 points, 7 in the first quarter, 3 in the second quarter, 0 in the third quarter, 7 in the fourth quarter, 3 in overtime. The Bears in their year is 12-7. They had 17 points, 0 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, 0 in the third quarter, 7 in the fourth quarter, 0 in the third quarter. For Stafford, 20-42, 258, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Kyron Williams, 21 runs, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. Blake Corum, 6 runs, 19 yards. Colby Parkinson, 3 catches, 56 yards. Puka, 5 catches, 56 yards. Whittington, 2 catches, 35 yards. Higbee, 1 catch, 27 yards. Williams, 4 catches, 30 yards. Dante Adams, 2 catches, 24 yards. He had a huge catch in overtime. Ferguson, 1 catch, 19 yards. And Mumpfield, 2 catches, 11 yards. Defensively, they had 0 sacks, 4 TFLs. Kobe Durant had 2 interceptions. Cam Curl had 1. And thicker kicker, Mavis goes 2 of 2, including the game winner. For Chicago, Caleb Williams 23 of 42, 257, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Rough game. Up and down from Caleb. DeAndre Swift, 19 runs, 76 yards. Williams, 5 runs, 40 yards. Monongai, 13 runs, 36 yards. Receiving, Colson Lovin, 4 catches, 56 yards. DJ Moore, 5 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown. O'Dunsey, 2 catches, 44 yards. Monongai, 4 catches, 36 yards. Komet, 3 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown. Burden, 3 catches, 24 yards. They had 4 sacks, 6 TFLs. Their defense showed up. Santos 1 for 1 on field goals. Let's go over the team stats here to wrap it up. So the Rams had 22 first downs. They were 5 of 16 on third down, 1 of 1 on fourth down, 77 total plays, 340 total yards, 4 yards a play, 5 yards a pass. They had 111 rushing yards on 31 attempts, 3.6 carry. They were 2 of 3 in the red zone, 1 penalty for 5 yards. They had no turnovers, 32 missed time of possession. For Chicago, 23 first downs, 9 of 19 on third down, 3 of 6 on fourth down, 81 total plays, 417 total yards, 5 yards per play, 6 yards a pass, 160 yards on 39 attempts, 4.1 a carry, 2 of 3 in the red zone, 3 penalties for 24 yards, 3 turnovers and 3 interceptions, 39 minutes of time of possession. But yeah, man, it was okay. It was boring for the first 3 quarters, but they really picked up in the end there in the fourth quarter and in overtime. So yeah, 2 out of the 4 games I thought were good for this divisional round. But next we have the conference championships: Patriots, Denver, and Los Angeles Rams, Seattle. More excited for the NFC one, obviously, because Bo Nix is hurt for the Broncos, so not as exciting, but I'll still be watching it, obviously. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun football for Saturday and Sunday. We got a national championship tomorrow. Excuse me, national championship tomorrow. I'll be here to cover, but and three basketball games. So yeah, man, that's all to say here for tonight. Leave a like, subscribe for more. Peace.